Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is Friday. It should be the second. Good morning, everybody. It's your boy Wolfpac Maine here. Sorry I've been away for a while, but I had to go live. There's just so much going on in pro wrestling right now. Just so much crazy stuff. Um, yeah. Let me let me shout everybody out. Um, One moment. Let me get everything situated with this StreamYard thing real quick. Um, all right. Yeah, the big news. Let me see. Since like last week was Vince McMahon with this crazy allegations, trafficking or assault trafficking allegations with this young woman, which is just crazy and sick. I'm not even going to read the stuff that the court document. I'm not even going to read that on here. You can go read that yourself. Um, it's just crazy, man. Like, man. But the good thing about this is that Vince McMahon is like completely out of WWE this time. Like, no more uh tampering with the creator of anything. But that was already done anyway. But like, he's completely on gone. And the nail in this coffin now was Slim Jim threatening to pull out. No, they didn't threaten. They said they was going to pull out their sponsorship from the Royal Rumble that day. So that's when Vince put out that statement saying that he was resigning. So once the sponsorships had, no matter how rich you are, or for your company and stuff like that, your sponsor is going to have the final say so, whether you like it or not. So soon as Slim Jim said they was going to start pulling their sponsorship, uh, their partnership with WWE, um, that was only going to cause a domino effect. So it was either, Endeavor, TKO, they was going to let him go. They was going to have to step in and do something, or Vince is going to have to resign because other sponsors is going to follow suit. And you don't want to lose your sponsorships. That's what pay the bills, and that's what help pays your talent and everything. So, yeah, man. Um, you got the Vince McMahon stuff, and John Laurinaitis. He was the head of talent relations in WWE. His name was in there um, with all this horrific activity going on, and also she mentioned uh, a former UFC uh, heavyweight champion. Like, she didn't say him by name, but everybody know who it was. Brock Lesnar. Um, they now it's like 7:20 a.m. Friday morning. I just saw that they are removing 2K. 2K had removed Brock Lesnar from their upcoming WWE 2K24 game and their Supercard game as well. Um, they say if you already had a Brock Lesnar card, you still keep it, but you can't upgrade it or um, play it or something like that. I never played the game, so I'm not sure. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for coming in. Hit that like button, please. Hit the subscribe button. Um, if you check out my other content as well, follow me at Wolfpac_Maine on YouTube, and you can check out my art page over on Instagram. I leave most of my art stuff over there. You can check me out. So, um, yeah, so you have Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and then Brock Lesnar. You got their names in there. So Vince was pretty much going to use the woman as a sign-on bonus for Brock Lesnar. She even said that he requested a video of her urinating, and I don't know. I don't want to get too far in the details of this stuff because oh man. But anyway, so you got that going on. Uh, Royal Rumble just happened, and since Brock's name was brought up, he was going to be in the Royal Rumble. So they actually had pulled him from the Rumble as well. And they said they replaced him with Brian Breaker, which he did an excellent performance. Man, that dude is so fast and strong too. And I don't really watch that much NXT now, like I have before. Back, um, I haven't watched NXT regularly in a few years now. But I might go check over there sometimes if nothing's going on or whatever. But yeah, Brian Breaker, he's the son of Rick Steiner. That dude was so fast running in the ring, and he was pretty much doing the stuff that Brock was going to be booked to do in the ring. Uh, yes, this is good. This is a good opportunity for the younger talent to step up as well. And since this stuff going on with Vince and everything, hey, what up, Southside? What up, man? Good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, man. Yes, I had to get on here and start reporting this stuff. There's just so much stuff going on right now. I had to report to my audience. What's the weather like down there, man? It's pretty mild up here, like in the upper 30s or something like that. There's no snow right now, which is good. Um, yeah. So Brock got pulled from the Rumble and everything. Now we got this going on. Uh, now we have to deal with the injuries as well because you got WrestleMania coming up sometime. They usually comes on WrestleMania usually shows up around the beginning, like the last week of March or the beginning of April, and we still have we have the Elimination Chamber coming up. Uh, so we have that going on. We have the injuries. CM Punk. Speaking of the Royal Rumble, CM Punk just came back to the WWE after 10 years from that company. He ended up getting injured. Pardon me. He ended up getting injured by Drew McIntyre from the Future Shock DDT. Got his, I can't remember which arm. One of his arms, he torn his tricep off the bone pretty much. And, he ended up finishing the match or whatever. I didn't really pay too much attention to how he was moving in the ring because there was just so much going on in the ring. But they were saying that he was looking pretty sluggish and old and this and that or whatever. But if you got like an injured arm like that, like an actual muscle torn off your bone, it's just impossible to try to perform at your best quality, of course. So you got Drew McIntyre. He came out and started trolling him, saying that he actually prayed for his injury to happen. And then when he woke up, he found out he actually got injured. He's like, I slept like a baby. He has like and it's funny too. He's Scottish. So he got the he got the Scottish accent, of course. And when he said baby like that, it kind of reminded me of Fat Bastard from the Austin Powers movie. Oh man. So Drew McIntyre is pretty much still trolling CM Punk on social media as we speak right now. Like he came out with a video in the gym on his workout room and his cat and everything, and he said you can't skip tricep day, and he started working out with his arms. And he actually just winked in the camera, just trolling Punk, man. But Punk, he was supposed to go to WrestleMania. Like all these years, he's been wanting to main event WrestleMania. Now he can't even go to WrestleMania now because he's injured. So he's like in the ring, pretty much got tears in his eyes, and he's pretty much giving us a story about not giving up and being optimistic, and telling about like this. He's telling about a particular cancer patient. How he's like strong-willed and always positive. So he's pretty much leading, leading by example by getting through this bad time for him. So you got CM Punk injured. He's out because the plans was going to be him against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, possibly a main event for the belt that he always wanted. Like he still never got the chance to main event WrestleMania, and that was another point with that's what brings me up to Drew McIntyre again, because like he said after he said he prayed for him to get injured and then he slept like a baby. He's like, now I'm going to go into WrestleMania and live your dream twice. So, Drew McIntyre did main event WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar during maybe it wasn't a main event that he was looking for because there wasn't no audience there was no audience. It was during the pandemic. So, he beat Brock Lesnar in an empty performance center. And which was it was weird. It was so weird watching wrestling back then with no audience like this. And AEW did a good job surviving and going through it too. They had their wrestlers ringside to give some sort of ambiance of a crowd being there, which it helped quite a bit, especially like when they started bringing like small amounts of people back into the crowds. They had them like separated. They had them in groups, but they was like separated and stuff like that. And Jericho come out and everybody, people there sung Judas. So they helped bring me hope back then. Because like it was just wrestling just so different without no people watching. But anyway, so you got Punk injured. Who else is injured? Charlotte Flair. She got injured in a match. It's been a couple months ago now. She's out at Mania. Who else? It seemed like this is WrestleMania 40, and celebrating 40 years, and you got like this huge dark cloud of this Vince McMahon allegations and all these injuries, all this bad stuff going on over WWE. Man, and it's only going to get worse with this Vince McMahon stuff. And also with John Laurinaitis, he's also he's married to the Bella twins' mother. You guys remember the Bella twins, right? So he's messing around with her. And now the new story is now, as I'm recording this at 7:30 a.m. Friday morning, February 2nd, the latest headline is that John Laurinaitis alleges he's a victim in that lawsuit. So now he's trying to say that what I'm personally thinking is he's going to throw Vince under the bus and some more other people. It's going to be a lot of snitching going on, guys. They're going to start cleaning house. Everybody says that Vince McMahon has like a huge. He's really intimidating. Maybe I'm not trying to give Laurinaitis a benefit of the doubt or whatever, but if you working with Vince McMahon and in such a high position like that, the head of talent relations, he still has to answer to Vince McMahon at the end of the day. So he's still gonna have to do what he tells him to do, whether he likes it or not. Maybe he was forced into the situations with that lady. I don't know yet. It's still early. It's still messed up. And ever since I was a little kid, with this fame and fortune and all that stuff, I always thought like, singers and athletes and stuff. I thought they got to where they were because of their talent and their hard work and dedication and stuff. But that's really not the case, man. Like you hear that train, you hear that, you hear that saying, you got to do something strange for some change or whatever. Like this is crazy, man. Like why like just abuse your power like that? And the guy is just sick in the head, Vince McMahon. So I'm just glad he's out of the WWE. Um, what else is going on? I did want to talk about the Rumble a bit, which it was pretty good. I had a good time watching the Royal Rumble. Some other people didn't like it, but um, I still like the women. I think the women's Rumble was still a little better than the men's Rumble though, and Bailey ended up winning. Uh, I was rooting for Bailey to win it. She's been there for a long time, and I like Bailey. Because every time I see her, it just reminds me when I first started watching NXT. Uh, this the wrestling version of it. The first version of NXT way back in like 2010 or whatever, it was pretty much like a tough enough game show, survival type show or whatever, where it came down to like one wrestler winner at the end of the show to get a contract. But it's nothing like that now. It's pretty much like the quote unquote um, minor league show, which NXT was always better than the main roster years ago, back when Bailey was around back then on the roster. But anyway, I didn't want to make this live too long. I'm thinking about getting back on later on today or sometime this weekend for sure, because we're going to have we're going to have more breaking news coming out as the days go by. Hey, good morning, Arabia, Center Mass. Hope you hope you're having a good day this morning. Uh, thank you all for joining me this morning. You all hit that like button for me, please. I would deeply appreciate that. I'm just sharing my thoughts on the world of these pro wrestling streets right now. Like WWE has a dark cloud over its head, and oh yeah, Triple H. People is getting upset about Triple H about how he responded at the media scrum after Royal Rumble. Now people going them reporters are going to ask you about Vince McMahon, and somebody should have prepared Triple H with a better statement. And he also said that he said he didn't read the court documents about his own father-in-law. He shouldn't have said that, man. Like if it was me, and I would have said, we're still in the early stages of this investigation and we're closely monitoring it. And, it's still too early to make any comments. And, as soon as we go further into this investigation, something like that, or just say no comment and, move on like that. So it's just crazy stuff. Um, so he's having a tough time. It's just tough for everybody, like the McMahon family. Oh, speaking of the McMahon family, they say this is the first time ever in WWE history that there are no current McMahon family member working for the company. Ever since Vince McMahon Senior back in the it was like the 50s or the 60s or something like that back then. Shane McMahon been gone. Linda been gone since she been, working for the White House or whatever. Stephanie, she left a couple years ago. Now, I feel bad for Stephanie McMahon too. And it was, you remember, she had left the first time, and then they had brought her back after Vince decided. This was back in 2022. Vince had ended up stepping down as CEO and put his daughter in as a replacement. but he still had a hand in the WWE somehow. He was just pretty much like in hiding or whatever. And then um, she ended up leaving again. It was like, wow, why Stephanie just jump up and quit like that? So now we see what's going on, like, because people speculating that she knew something bad was going to come with the first allegations back then, and it really wasn't detailed back then, but now it's in full detail now, like full graphic detail with that court document. And I say I just say read it at your own risk. They say don't if you have a weak stomach, don't read it. So yeah, man. So I am going to let me see. Is there anything else? Um, the Rumble. We had Jade Cargill. She entered. She had like a stare down with Bianca Belair, which was awesome because they both pretty much built the same, had the same wrestling style in a way. Even though Bianca Belair has more experience than Jade in ring, but Jade, she'll catch on, man. Like, just give her some time. She's still pretty new. Even when she was in AEW a couple of years ago, like she was still new then in a way. So yeah. So um can't think of anything else to say right now. I don't want to keep you guys too long. But if I hear anything else, I'm come check me out. I'll report about it. I got to go to work this afternoon, but after work or during break or something like that, I'm gonna start popping up more. I'm gonna get back to showing up more on this YouTube thing. Had a lot of real life stuff going on. Just working. I'm busy working behind the scenes and stuff, and just coming up with new ideas to make this channel better. So, um, yeah, this channel here is going to be mostly more like live streaming, sometime with the gaming a little bit, but mostly like reporting on the pro wrestling thing, wrestling news, and giving like my reactions, things of that nature. Uh, Show off some of the. I haven't really been. I had. I haven't been buying no action figures like I used to much anymore. But I'll show some stuff here and there. Some of the new stuff I'll pick up. I'm mostly just been like collecting Dragon Ball Z stuff now. Um, the SH Figure Arts ones, the Japanese imported ones, like the best Dragon Ball figures that you're gonna find out here. So, um, with that being said, I'm gonna get off of here for now, and I'll catch you guys later. And you all be safe out there. You know, if you're at the job place, stay professional, because somebody's always watching. You know, if you're thinking about you know you're thinking about trying to do something stupid, just think of what would Cat Williams think of me? Oh man, yeah. Ever since Cat Williams, I still ain't even I didn't even do no video about that. But like 2024, man. Ever since Cat Williams came out and just started putting people out on blast, man. It's been like the year straight, man. He says it's the year of the truth. But all right, everyone. I'll catch you guys later. It's been like a quick live. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there. Hit that like button, all that good stuff. Share. Y'all have a good one. Peace.